However, we're going to come to somebody that I did a TikTok on and I did a short on, and I knew it was going to be negative because people love this guy. Mr. Leny Yoro cost a lot of money from Ligue 1, and
Yeah.
I said 2-3 weeks ago, after he was awful against Everton, he gave a penalty away against Palace, clumsily falling over, chasing Mateta back, I think it was. And I did a short on him, and I said I've seen a year of Yoro. I'm not convinced. I know people are fixated that he's the next Rio. I've said to you, I don't see it. I'm looking forward to getting your opinion in a minute. So Yoro is loved by this fan base. I've never fully got it. He seems like an okay prospect. I think he's been all right. I think he's been about 6.5 out of 10 since he's come in. Now, before people come for me on this, we are going to touch on the system. I know the system brings out what Yoro is awful at. However, you have to look at yourself in the mirror as well, mate. You cannot just go, I don't want to be out defending wingers and number 10s, which I know he doesn't. And in fairness, what centre-back does. But you've got to do better in these duels. You're meant to be this athletic monster. You're winning no duels. Let's come to the goals, Christian. So, first clip from the weekend. This is the goal. Now, Leny Yoro allows Rodgers to pick it up on the touchline, comes inside. He's about 2 yards in from the touchline there. Leny Yoro's body shape there. He is on his heels. His right foot is planted, and he is facing the wrong way. He has to be opening his hips up a little bit. That's a poor body position. So what Yoro is doing there, right? I said to you, I think I texted you on Sunday, is Yoro not doing his homework on these players? Yoro there, he's done his homework. He knows Rodgers is trying to cut inside, but he is not showing him the line correctly. That is a fundamentally flawed defensive position from Leny Yoro. I'm telling you, that left hip needs to open out a little bit. You need to show Rodgers onto his left foot. Now what happens? Because he's not close enough to be in that body position, Rodgers can come inside and he can tee off freely. Yoro can't. Look at his right foot. He's on his heels. He's on his heels there,
Yeah,
Yoro.
Rodgers has got him exactly where he wants him.
Exactly, right.
He's banging trouble.
Right, so you think, okay, that can happen. Young player, good. He'll learn from it. Right, let's go back to a year ago. Everybody remembers this game. Southampton put United through the ringer. Suleimani against Leny Yoro. Can you see similarities here with Leny Yoro's body position? Again, open that left hip up and show him the line. Suleimani wants to come in on his right foot. Yoro is set up all wrong again. And you know another thing, for a guy that's that quick, he can't move his feet that quick, Yoro. So he has no bailout here. Yoro has to be showing Suleimani the line, but he also has to have a plan B if he doesn't. And the way Yoro stood there, if Suleimani, I think he might megs him here or something like that, Yoro is done. The same way Rodgers did him at the weekend. One more before I let you have the floor on this. A few weeks ago, Dewsbury Hall, again, same thing. Look at that body position.
Yeah.
You have got to be either tighter.
He's very heavily planted.
Look at that right foot, heels on the floor.
Yeah.
Mate, this is basics. This is fundamentals of football. You get on the balls of your feet.
You're right. His body position there. Dewsbury Hall can go either way because he's that planted. Even if the way he's showing the line, Dewsbury Hall could go one way or it could go the other, and I don't think he's going to be able to react quick enough to intervene.
100% agree, and we know what happened. Obviously, you can see the caption there of my screenshot. Dewsbury Hall bangs it in the top corner. The thing I'm showing you here is that this is the Leny Yoro will learn from it. Well, when is he going to learn from it? Or is he just fundamentally not a very good 1v1 defender? Not every defender who is 20 years old becomes world class at 24. What if this is it from Yoro? What if he is just an average defender? Now, before we jump off of this body positions, I want to show you something that I saw from the weekend. You'll quite like this. This is just completely coincidental. I don't love praising City players, but okay, Jarrod Bowen in transition. You remember the chance. It's a very good chance. Bowen is very good. Bowen is a left-footed player. Look at O'Reilly's body position. On his toes, with his right hip slightly open. What does Bowen do? Bowen does not come inside because he can't. Does he get the shot off? Yes. However, Bowen is not right-footed. The right-footed shot goes wide. City get out of jail. Brilliant body shape by O'Reilly. A young, tall, quick defender. If O'Reilly there is closing that hip more, maybe by 45 degrees like Yoro does, Bowen, believe me, will come inside. However, That body shape's bang on from O'Reilly. He recovers brilliantly and he forces a tough right foot shot wide. That's how you defend these examples. Nico O'Reilly, young player. That shows me O'Reilly's got good fundamentals. The other clips tell me Leny Yoro does not.
By the way, as well, Nico O'Reilly, just for reference for anyone that doesn't know much about him, yes, he does play in the fullback position, but he's not naturally a defender.
No.
So,
Exactly.
He grew up and came through the academy in a kind of more of like a box-to-box.
It's a great point. It's a great point.
So it is, Alex. It is worrying.
Tell me what you see in there.
Yeah, I think it's concerning because I don't really see going forward. He's not improving that part of his game. One little bit of sympathy I do have for him is that this is obviously a bit of a weakness for him. Like, you've brought out a couple of examples, and we do see it in game with Leny Yoro. And I don't feel like he is being helped by the way Man United play and what he is being asked to do, because it clearly doesn't suit him. However, there could be improvements. If he is to be a top-class defender, Alex, these are basics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that, Alex, me and you, we moan. We moan week to week saying the Prem has, well, not just the Prem, the world has gone in this direction of it's all cut in and blast wingers. I mean, if you can't defend them, mate, that's the bread and butter. That's what everyone's doing these days. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think it's a great point, Christian. Let's talk about the three players on the three screenshots that I shared. Obviously, Morgan Rogers plays off the left, or he certainly can play number 10. Either way, he's not a number 9. We know that. Yeah. Suleimani, left winger for Southampton, now in the Championship, I believe, unless he's left. I don't even know where the guy is. He turned up an annihilated Yoro. I've never heard of him again. And then the other one is Dewsbury Hall at number 10. Now, what's the connection between those players? None of them are number 9s. Leny Yoro's come from a league where I assume Leny Yoro's playing in a back 4. He was 18 years old. Leny Yoro wants to be picking up the number 9. Leny Yoro wants to be wrestling with, I assume, a Calvert-Lewin, a Beto, a Ollie Watkins. Leny Yoro wants no business with this. So let's come to your point, the system not helping Yoro. Yoro could not play this role. If Yoro is playing right centre-back of a 3, this is not going to improve. I believe he's fundamentally flawed 1v1. That isn't going to change. It's not a learning. He's not... When people go, he'll learn from it. He's not switching off. Well, he does a bit of that as well, actually, in the box. But it's like, they're not concentration errors. The fundamentals that he's not got. Yeah. This isn't me picking on the kid. I'm sorry. He cannot be picking up number 10s and left wingers. And here's the point that you're coming to there. Rio Ferdinand... Mate, he had to come up against Torres. He had to come up against Suarez. Yeah. He had to come up against Messi, David Villa. These players that you're not going to go through your career having Beto and Dominic Calvert-Lewin all the time. You're going to have to step up and deal with these tricky players. Aguero. Okay, this era of strikers is not... But this comes to your point where there's more of these cut-in merchants than not now. Yeah. So I worry long term with Yoro, and I know he's very popular, but I also know my fan base very well, and they will make a decision on a young player and will blind witness it till the day he leaves the club. A la Garnacho, he was the next Ronaldo. They gave him the Ronaldo song for no reason whatsoever. He's shit. I said he was shit from day one. I'm not going that far with Yoro. I don't want him to be bad. I'm just pointing out that I got a load of abuse on my TikTok for that Yoro clip 3 weeks ago, and I've given pure facts there and fundamentals. I know how to play the game. Yes, I didn't play it at high level, but I know how to show people down the line. Nico O'Reilly knows how to show people down the line. He did it to Jared Bowen 3 days ago. So I've got my evidence.